Gucci world. This is your boy Junior Awesome 360. We're back with another reaction. You already know this one right here is a little different. You feel me? Hey, you know what I'm saying? We're about to react to that thing right here. Somebody put me onto this joint. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, alright, bet. Let me do this real quick. You know what I'm saying? So I heard it's a show though. It's a TV show, but I've never seen it. Never watched it though. Hey, let's get into it. Let's react. So that's why we're here for. You know what I'm saying? What's going on here?
The predators I catch come in all shapes, all sizes, and all ages. Like this creep pushing 60. But Charles Lawrence isn't looking to hook up with a 13-year-old girl. He's looking for a boy.
He says I live alone.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Somebody please tell me this thing is a joke. Really? I can't stand them dudes though, for real, man. So he after a little boy. That's sad. That's really sad, man. I can't stand them though. You know what I'm saying? Got no respect for these clowns. Real talk. Let's get into it, man. Let's react.
Okay, I'm alone.
Lawrence doesn't know it, but he's the latest guy I've caught in our all-new investigative series, Hansen VS Predator.
We have to have just at least one more communication.
We're working with the cooperation of Fairfield, Connecticut Police and Tetrad Corps, an online predator watchdog group.
So that's it.
In our sting house, we've hidden more than a dozen cameras. We've even placed a microphone underneath a leaf. Lawrence is well educated and apparently very well off. He lives in Fairfield, a jewel of Connecticut's Gold Coast. He's an accountant. He works as a commercial real estate broker. And get this, he lives only 2,000 feet away from our sting house, a quarter mile he probably wishes he never traveled.
Hopefully Lori can get this guy back.
Damn. You heard that? He has a great job though. All that. He's going to throw all these things away just for a little boy. Alright. Yep. Let's get into it, man. I want to see what happened to this dude, to this clown, right?
I don't care what she says.
Lori from Tetrad is texting Lawrence as our on-site decoy looks on. On social media, Lawrence calls himself an 8x6 guy. The decoy clearly tells Lawrence his age.
How old are you?
Swear you won't report me?
Of course not.
13.
But when the decoy reveals his supposed age, Lawrence immediately follows up with what seems to be either concern or some unrecognized intuition.
Are you a cop or involved in law enforcement?
LOL. Really?
Gotta be careful.
Yeah, man, I get it.
The conversation quickly becomes sexually charged.
I had sex with my ex-girlfriend, nothing with a guy.
Gotcha. But you like guys better now?
Never tried it, but being with my girlfriend was really awkward.
Maybe you need a good teacher.
Yeah, you know what?
Are you listening to the dialogue? Dude is all type of freak, all type of pervert, all type of sick. Man, I don't even know what to say about this clown. Real talk, I don't know. Are you serious? Man.
You're talking to him. LOL. School is in session.
Then the lesson turns even naughtier as Lawrence talks to our decoy about hardcore gay porn.
Do you watch porn?
Yeah.
What do you like to watch?
Yeah, what do you like?
Mostly gay porn and some bi porn.
But the exchange gets so graphic, we can't reveal the remaining text. Finally, Lawrence arrives, and the sting is on.
So he pull up. He pull up on the little boy though. He pull up on the little boy. My God. He pull up on the little boy because he try to get something. Oh man. Can't believe they have this sick sick ass pervert, like someone, like for real. Oh, Jesus Christ.
How you doing? Good. Come in. Lights on. I know, it's getting dark out. It's supposed to rain, it's hurricane. You want something to eat? I know. You can take a seat. Well, you want a drink? You want some water?
Yeah, great.
Want water? Yeah. How's your day been so far?
Good.
Yeah. Here you go.
Some water, done.
So did you bring anything?
Oh, in the car.
You have in the car?
But before he can retrieve something from his car, Lawrence is about to get a big surprise.
No, Chris.
And if he thinks he's in for a shock, so am I.
What are you doing here?
Something strikes me. It looks familiar. And what cops say they found in his car that will turn your stomach. Charles Lawrence is a well-to-do real estate broker in the Connecticut suburbs.
How you doing? Good. Come in.
He believes he's come to this house to meet a 13-year-old boy after exchanging salacious text messages like these.
Just got out of the shower.
How was your shower? About to do the same.
Hot and wet, LOL.
And hopefully soapy, LOL.
But for this agent, there is no open house. And his best sales pitch is about to strike out. I've caught more than 300 predators in the last decade, and some of them even know me from TV.
No, Chris. What are you doing?
But this is the first time I've caught anyone who I know. The second Charles Lawrence walked in the door, I thought, I swear I know this guy from somewhere. Now I'm watching from the monitor in the other room as he walks in, and something strikes me. He looks familiar. I couldn't put my finger on it. And it dawns on me that this was a fellow I had met on the commuter train years ago. Knew his name. He was in real estate. And here he is in our kitchen, trying to hook up with a 13-year-old boy. When Lawrence sees me, he bolts, gripped in sheer panic.
What are you doing? Chris, please. I know, but you have to explain this. All right.
Come here, man. He runs up.
This sick ass. He started running away as soon as he saw him. Oh shit. Oh my god. This show is kind of funny and sad at the same time, bro. Real talk. Let's get into it, man. Let's finish it, bro.
The door. Now the man I know from the train is about to be derailed. The Fairfield cops nab him in the driveway. They slap the cuffs on him and take him into the garage.
Do you have any weapons? No. Anything that's gonna hurt us? No. Needles? No.
He's put into the back seat of an unmarked car and taken to police headquarters. At the station, he tries to hide his face with a hoodie, but there's no escape from our cameras. The Fairfield police chief gave us rare access in the back rooms of the station, so you can see the booking process up close.
Anything you say or statements you make may be used against you.
Lawrence empties his pockets and cops frisk him. They take his mugshot. He's fingerprinted, and he gives his consent to allow cops to search his SUV.
Want me to, I'll do this side?
Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
Cops find cigarettes, condoms, and a gay porn video called Seattle Bareback Boys. Lawrence is taken into the interrogation room. He signs away his right to remain silent.
Yeah, I mean, Chris Hansen is actually, I know him, he's a friend of mine. I commuted with him on the train for years. And that's more of an embarrassment than anything. I've seen Chris's show before, so I understand you've seen Chris's show before. Yeah. Unfortunately, this is the way this is played out.
He's seen the show before, but he never thought that he was gonna be on it, though. You feel me? That way. Oh my god. He said the dude is a friend of his. Like, he's a friend of mine. I've seen him on trains before. Like, he's a friend of mine. Really? Really though. Really. And you no longer his friends after this. Get out of here, stupid ass.
Chris. When you meet Chris Hansen in the kitchen, there's no way. Is it your understanding that you were going there to see and talk to a 13-year-old? No. Okay. Well, that's kind of why. That's kind of my intention at all. I would never do that.
But the detective tells him he had to know he was doing something wrong.
There would be no reason for you to ask this then. Right. Are you a cop or involved in law enforcement? They respond back, laugh out loud, really? And you write back, gotta be careful. Right. They write back, yeah, man, I get it.
So that means the whole time he knew what he was doing. He knew what he was doing was fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But he wanted to make sure that he wasn't talking to a cop undercover. You feel me? Oh man. Slap him already. God damn it.
The problem you're going to have with your explanation is if you thought legitimately that the person was 18, and you thought that you read the number 18, at that point, from what you just said in your mind, you're really alleviated of any concerns about dealing with a minor or anything like that. Not true. Because, again, people could say they're 18, and they're not. But you didn't say that. You just asked, after finding out, after the age was written, which was 13, you're claiming 18. Right. That number was written. Yeah. You move forward with some other back and forth, which I can read. I'm looking to get away from that. Okay. But then you clearly write. But I do that law enforcement or a cop. I do that with everybody because I don't understand why and be in trouble with anybody. I don't understand why you would write that or be concerned about that if in fact you thought you read the number 18. 13, I would have shut it right down. I would have blocked him right then and there.
Charles Lawrence is old enough to be this kid's grandfather. Yet he exchanged some raunchy text messages offering to teach the young boy about sex.
I had sex with my ex-girlfriend, nothing with a guy.
Gotcha. Do you like guys better now?
Never tried it, but being with my girlfriend was really awkward.
Maybe you need a good teacher.
Yeah, you know one?
You're talking to him. LOL. School is in session.
And you won't believe his explanation.
Yeah, he's spitting game on that little 13-year-old. You feel me? You hear what he said? The little dude's like, I had sex with my ex-girlfriend. It was kind of a little awkward. I said, really? Oh. You need a teacher. And the little boy replied, do you know anyone? So you talking to one now? Really, honey? Really, though? Pervert ass nigga? Really? Oh, man.
For trying to hook up with a 13-year-old. He blames it all on his eyesight.
I thought he told me he was 18. Okay, so you thought you were being an 18-year-old. My eye got scratched, so I can't wear my contacts, so I'm wearing these glasses. And I was downstairs, having a cup of coffee, and my glasses were upstairs. And I'm looking. I thought he said 18. I swear to God, I would never, ever in my entire life meet a 13-year-old. I can say to my own self, it's disgusting. Okay, all right.
He blamed the glasses. This pervert ass nigga. He blamed the glasses though. He blamed the glasses. Hey, I'm telling you, man, they need to start slapping him already. God damn it, they taking too long. What's wrong with y'all? Man, I can't be in this situation, bro, because I'll be too mad though. You know what I'm saying? Mess around and forget about the law. You know what I'm saying? Start you know what I'm saying? Going crazy on dude. Come on, man.
So consenting adults, a different story. I can show you that I was at my ophthalmologist yesterday, an eye doctor, that I was scratching my eye as to why I'm wearing these glasses and why I didn't see that correctly. I can show you if you want to see. It says 13. I can't even read that. Okay. I thought it said 18. It says 13. Okay. And that's fine. Some people, they say they're 18 and they're not.
The detective's not buying it and explains the charges.
The charges are criminal attempt to commit risk of injury to a minor, criminal attempt to commit sexual assault in the second degree, and enticing a minor.
The bail is set at $75,000. Lawrence decides not to fight the charges. He pleads guilty. When Crime Watch Daily went to his sentencing at the Fairfield County Court, Lawrence entered through the employee entrance in order to avoid our cameras. Inside, he reportedly told the judge, "I am not a pedophile. I use poor judgment, but I have never seen, used, or downloaded child pornography in my life." He got 8 years, suspended after serving 2 years in prison, and he has to register as a sex offender when he's released. That tough sentence is just fine with Fairfield Police Chief Gary McNamara, who is working hard to keep predators out of his city. That's a pretty stiff sentence for a first-time offender.
Well, yeah. Well, some would say it's not stiff enough, Chris. Some would say it's not stiff enough. But certainly that should send the message out that we all know what the intent was, what the reason for the visit was, and he's held accountable for that.
No, Chris.
We got another predator off the streets. It's still hard to believe it's an acquaintance of mine from the commuter train. Charles Lawrence is now taking a one-way ride to prison.
Damn, that's tough. They only gave him like 2 years? Really though? Really? 2 years? After all this thing? I'm telling you, man. Shit crazy. But this show right here, it's kind of funny though. I'd like to see more of these things. For real. More episodes. It's sad and funny though. Mostly sad. Cause can't believe that, man. Grown ass man right here like trying to get with underage. You know what I'm saying? I can't stand these people though. Man. Anyway, man, you already know what to do. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Don't forget, hit the bell button right. You know what I'm saying? Show your boy some love. That's what we here for. Let me know what you want me to react to next, and I'll do exactly that. Meanwhile,